Hello, my name's Julie from Sewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, welcome to episode 85. I hope everybody's well. I hope you've had a lovely week, and I hope you've managed to get some crafting done, and I certainly hope the weather hasn't been too bad for you wherever you are. We've had a fair bit of rain, but we've actually had sunshine today, which has been lovely. It's not been too hot, it's been really nice. The sun's gone in now because it's what time is it? It's actually 4:10 in the afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, and I gather it's going to rain at 5 o'clock today until tomorrow sometime. Which, here we go again. More rain. I don't know. Well, in this week's episode, we've got some purchases, the cross stitch, and what I've been making. And I am still making some clothes because I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks' time, and I needed some summer clothes. So I'm doing that at the minute, and I've got some new patterns. So we'll get started on the cross stitch. Now, I've just collected my bits together. I've only worked on the Quaker pumpkins, and I have realised I have made a major boob with the sizing of my fabric, and I can't believe I've only just realised what I've done, as you will see in a minute. Now, my fabric's normally rolled up. Now, this is as far as I've got this week, and I've managed to do a little bit on the border, and I managed to finish this pumpkin off. Now, I haven't done, well, I had done the centre, but then I realised I was like a stitch out and it was too close to this bottom flower. So I thought I'd miscounted, but I hadn't miscounted there. I have unfortunately miscounted somewhere in the design, and at this minute I can't work out where it is. So I think the design that goes in the centre, I will just change it and put something else in. I might just put one of the little boxes in that's in the middle of the orange pumpkin. But obviously I should have started in the centre, and I didn't do. So when I've just come to unroll, I've got another 2 pumpkins to put in, and this is all the fabric I have got left. So there is no way I'm going to get 2 pumpkins in, and I've got to get the rest of Hallows Eve in. So, and I could kick myself for making such a stupid mistake. So I'm hoping I've got some more of this fabric somewhere, which I'm sure I will have, and I'm going to have to put a join in my fabric, which I've never done before. So, but I've got to finish it. I mean, I've got this far, you know, I've got 2 more pumpkins left to go, and I can't not finish it. So yes, now if I'd have started a bit further over this side, I would have probably had enough room. And yet I cut my fabric larger than what it called for. So I thought I was okay, but obviously not. So I think, note to self, if I'm going to start from one end, is to start further over on my fabric. But I cannot believe I've made such a stupid mistake. But never mind. I either do that or I unpick the burden or all and the H and just have 4 pumpkins, and I don't know, put Halloween at the bottom or autumn, something like that. I don't know. Suggestions? Anybody got any suggestions what to do? Or what would you do if you made a silly mistake like I have? I don't know. Let me know down below. Have you ever joined 2 pieces of aid together to finish your cross stitch? It will be interesting to find out. I think I'm going to do a little bit of research online to see what I can find out, just to see if there's a, you know, an easy way of doing it. So I'm probably going to work a little bit more on this next week though. I'll be glad when this one's finished now. Never mind. I suppose these things happen, don't they? Oh dear, I don't know. Right, I'll just pop this away in the basket. Well, I'm keeping this cross stitch in my little basket. It's ideal this just to sit on the floor next to where I do my cross stitch near my lamp in the living room. I have got my glass of water with me this week. So we have got melons on. The glass came from Tesco's, I suppose, when they brought out their summer cups and glasses and things. Oh, lovely. Now the next thing I've bought, and this is some fabric, and this is really bright and colourful. And this is absolutely beautiful. This is a Lady McElroy fabric. Just a minute, I've dropped the tag. I can tell you what the pattern is. Ooh, there we go. This is called Poppy Harvest. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It feels lovely. I really love Lady McElroy fabric. Now with this, I am going to make a blouse, and that is the pattern. It's a simplicity pattern, and it's nice and baggy. I'm not sure what sleeves I'm going to do yet. I don't know whether to do, I don't know whether to do A or B. I think that's B, that one. And that does look quite nice, and it's nice and floaty. So I really like this one. So yeah, so that's going to be one of my makes. I'm not sure when I'm going to make it yet. I don't want to make too many good things until I've lost a little bit more weight, because the weight's coming off slowly, but it's coming off. I'll just pop that there. And the next pattern I bought, this is a McCall's pattern, and there's trousers, shorts and a short top, which is a little bit for me, but it's B version that I like, sort of like with the handkerchief style bottom. I presume that's called the handkerchief one. So I like that, and I like the trousers because they're more of a straighter leg. So I'll probably do the trousers next year, but I would definitely do B top. And I think you can, it's got to be, let's have a look, it's a loose fitting top. It doesn't say what fabric. Oh, it says cotton blends, linen, chalice and chambray woven fabrics, lightweight woven fabrics, but that's the kind of top I like. So I'm looking forward to making this, which that kind of top will be okay for autumn and winter, because I always wear a cardigan when I'm at work, so it keeps me warm. So that's another one I'm going to be doing. The next thing I purchased is this beautiful fabric. Now it's let's have a look. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the skull and crossbow there, spider's web there, and the lightning bolt. This is absolutely beautiful, and the colours are probably about as true as you can get on the camera here. They are absolutely beautiful, and this is Tula Pink. Now I will admit I have never been a fan of Tula Pink fabric, because it was always very bright, and I'm thinking, gosh, that's not me. And a lot of the designs that I've seen have got like animals on with lots of foliage and flowers and things like that, and I'm thinking, oh, that's not me at all. And then I've seen online lately people who have made, I don't know, bags and things with the Tula Pink fabric, and I've actually fallen in love with Tula Pink fabric. fabric now. So I did look into, I can't think what this one's called now, Spider Poppy. I'm not sure, I can't remember now what it was called, but it's from a re-release of Deja Vu. I don't know when she released Deja Vu to start with, I think it was a few years ago, but they have re-released it this year, and all of the fabrics in the collection are absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's one fabric that it's like heads and there's like a frame around it, and they are quite big, which I wouldn't use that, but that would make a lovely quilt, or even for a dress or something like that, I think. But all the other designs are absolutely gorgeous, and the fabric it's a free spirit fabric. It's cotton, 100% cotton, but it feels so nice, and it's so floaty. I mean, this is a double piece here, and it is so floaty. So I am going to make myself a top out of this. I don't know. I mean, to me, it'll be an all year round top. So I might make it, I don't know, maybe September, October time. Give myself time to lose a little bit more weight and maybe go down another size, another dress size. So yes, but it isn't exactly cheap. It's about £16 odd a metre, this. Now, I wouldn't stock this in my shop because I know I wouldn't sell it in my shop because, like I said, it's £16 odd a metre. It's probably a bit expensive for a lot of people. But I thought, I've got to treat myself. So I bought 2 meters of this for a top. Maybe the indigo top, or maybe another top. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. I've got to think about it. It's such beautiful fabric. But yeah, I mean, I did think about purchasing a fat quarter bundle, but it would have cost me about £119, and I thought, I'm going on holiday soon, so I can't sort of justify spending that kind of money on fabric. So I've got to curb my spending a bit. Right, I'll just have a little drink. As I mentioned last week, Adele was going to London for well, most of the week really, because she was trading at Olympia for Hyper Japan, that's it. So before she went there, she was actually doing some sightseeing and going out and about to the museums and things like that. And I said to her, are you going to Liberty's? And yes, she was. So I said, will you get me some fabric? So she did. So when she was there, she was sending me all these pictures of the Liberty fabric. So I picked what I wanted. And I've got 2 meters of this beautiful strawberry thief, because I like strawberry thief, and this lovely, I think it's coming a little bit lighter on camera. It's got like a very plummy burgundy background and all pinks, but this is absolutely beautiful. But this one was expensive per metre compared to the normal Liberty fabrics. But so this is going to go in my stash, and I'm going to keep it and make something with it next year. Like I say, I want to lose a bit more weight before I go cutting into this beautiful fabric. But the Tanner lawn is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a dream to sew with. Absolutely love it. And yeah, at one time I never liked sewing with Tanner lawn because I always felt it was a bit slippy, but it's actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. And this is the second piece that I've got. Now this one, it will get worn all year round, but it is perfect sort of for autumn. But it's, flowers are upside down, but it's floral, and yeah, I absolutely love the colours. So this will make another nice top. Yet again, I will keep this for next year, lose a bit more weight, and then I will make myself something nice out of it. Certainly won't be wearing these for work because they're too expensive. Because I tend to be sort of rubbing up against my table all the time, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. I think that's everything I've actually bought this week. Yes. Right, so I'll get back to, I got a bit sidetracked there, so I'll get back to things I've made this week. Well, I made a pair of the derby trousers. Now these, I mean, I thought I would have said they were black, but then I think they are a very, very dark grey with a light grey little pattern of like a bud, something like that. And these fit perfectly. The length is fine, everything's fine. Now, I haven't got much to go with these. The fabric is quite sort of floaty. It's a lovely cotton. And what I want to make to go with this is probably a cream top of some kind, and then it's probably going to have to be like a black double gauze, I think, really, and make like a little kimono, a short kimono to go with it. But I have got a cream t-shirt, so I can actually wear these while I'm on holiday with my cream t-shirt, and if I've got time, I'll need to get some, maybe get some black double gauze and make a top. But next week I know I'm going to be cutting into the navy blue double gauze and the navy blue visco with the white leaves on it, because I've managed to get that washed and dried, so that is just ready for cutting now. So that's hopefully going to be next week's plan, and then that will be ready for my holiday. Right, well, the last thing I've made is I've made 2 Montana dresses, and they fit beautifully. Now, I can't show you the full length of it here, but I will insert some pictures. So it's red and all those lovely flowers on, and as I didn't have enough fabric to do a double bodice, I put a nice sort of mottled red in there, and it's worked perfectly. And this is probably one of the most easiest dresses to stitch. It went together like a dream, just gathering, slight gather at high waist, and I've just had this on, and Adele's taken a couple of pictures for me, and it's really strange having a dress on because I haven't worn a dress for years, and it was quite floaty and quite airy. I felt like I was missing something. I miss my trousers. So yes, that is one thing I've made. Well, another thing I should say, not one thing. And the other Montana dress is strawberries. So this is a nice, I suppose it's a minty, oh gosh, that's not coming up the true to colour, I don't think. This is more in minty green, I would say, but it's beautiful. You've got lovely pink strawberries on there with the word love. So like I said, I will insert a picture, because I've got a couple of pictures that I can put in this time so you can see the full length of it. Now I've only got a 1/4 inch hem on this, and it is just the perfect size. And like I said, I'm only about 5'4", and it's perfect. I followed the pattern, and I followed the correct seam allowance on this, and it couldn't have fit me better. Absolutely loved it. Like I say, it was very, very quick to put together, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think this dress will be definitely getting made more often, especially next year, and especially when I've got down to the size that I want to get down, so I can use my Lady McElroy fabric. So hopefully I'll have dropped down another 2 sizes in my dress size. So that is something I'm looking forward to, and then I can get some new patterns, more my size. I think they're still going to be like floaty dresses, floaty tops, and just elasticated waist trousers, really, because obviously I don't think I'll ever be a shape that I can fit into a fitted dress, to be honest. So I never really have been. So, But yeah, I'm really enjoying my dressmaking, getting back into that, and yeah, it's been lovely. Lovely to be able to come and sit out here and do some sewing, which is great. I must admit, it makes a nice change to do that instead of making bags. I can't wear a bag, can I? But yeah. But I will be getting back into making some bags probably in the autumn, which since I've had a nice break from doing that, I'm actually looking forward to doing some different things as well. Well, I think that's all I've got to share with you. Yes, I will have a bit more fabric to show you probably next week, because I've got one or two bits that are on order, and yeah, so they should be in, all being well, next week. Yes. So yes, what am I going to be doing now? Well, I'm going to go and edit this vlog, and then I'm going to head to the kitchen then while the vlog's uploading. I'm making pizza tonight, and what else am I doing? I might even, I'm making waffles. That's it tonight. I'm going back to my ordinary recipe with the pizza, because I made, or what I was going to make last night was a sourdough pizza, and yeah, I made a bit of a boob. I think I made bread and then just went and made pizza with it. I shouldn't have done that. So that ended up in the bin. So then I did make a sourdough loaf. So yeah, so I've got to go and do pizza for everybody for tea tonight, and I think Kevin and myself will be having salmon and salad, and we picked the Charlotte potatoes from the garden the other day, and they taste absolutely beautiful. Even though I buy Charlotte potatoes from the shop, homegrown ones taste even better. I mean, it's a lot of work and a lot of looking after, and okay, we haven't got a mass amount of potatoes. They are probably going to last maybe 3 weeks, but to be honest, they taste that nice. It is so worth it. Apart from having lettuce and radish out of the garden, the potatoes have been sort of the latest thing we've had out of the garden. The tomatoes are still all green. The bean plants have got plenty of flowers on, but they've not produced the beans just yet. And I've just put some more seeds in my little planter that's got the cover on for some more radish and some lamb's lettuce. So I'm hoping, I mean, they take a few weeks to sprout, so I bet you by the time I come back off my holiday, we might have some more radish to pick, which is something I'm looking forward to. So I will be glad when we get a little bit more sunshine to help everything to grow. How are your gardens doing? Are you growing veg? Drop me a comment down below and tell me what you've been up to. It'd be lovely to hear from you. Anyhow, I think I've chatted on enough now, so I am going to say bye, and I hope everybody has a lovely week crafting or whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you all again next week. Take care everyone, and bye for now.